Once upon a time, an old leader was teaching the children of his village the greatest lesson of life. He took a deep breath and said, "Children, inside every person, two wolves are always fighting. One is fear, the other is faith. One is hatred, the other is love. One is defeat, the other is victory." A child asked, "Grandpa, then which wolf wins?" The old leader smiled and said, "The one you feed." In today's world, we are caught in this battle every moment. The moment we wake up, we check the news on our phones. The market has crashed, crime has risen, jobs are lost, and we start feeding the wolf of fear. But then, there's also that moment when a friend says, "You can do it." Or we tell ourselves, "I'll try one more time." And then we give strength to the wolf of faith. The question is not, how do we stop the fight? The question is, which wolf are you giving your energy to? Because the one you feed is the one that will win. But what if your biggest obstacle becomes your path? Have you ever given up after hearing a no? Has your dream been crushed by an obstacle? Then this story is just for you. In a village, there were two potters. One was young, the other experienced. The young potter would always spin the wheel quickly, but the pots would turn out crooked. In anger, he would break the wheel and start crying. One day, he asked the old potter, "How do your pots turn out so beautiful? Mine keep getting ruined again and again." The old man smiled and said, "When the wheel stops, that's when I fix the pot." Our life is exactly the same. When we don't get a job, relationships break. We fail, we scream, "Why this obstacle?" But understand this, it's not an obstacle, it's a time to set yourself right. Just as a potter straightens the pot when the wheel stops, you too are getting a chance to fix yourself. If today your dream has paused, it's not a sign of the end, but a sign to change direction. Because those who got scared of obstacles never reach their destination. But what if your greatest weakness becomes your strength? When life stops you, understand, it's giving you a chance to steady yourself. Obstacles are not walls, they are stairs. Do you feel like your weaknesses are holding you back? Then this story will change your perspective. In a forest, there was a crooked, twisted tree. All the other trees were straight and beautiful, but this one looked strange. The other trees mocked it. "Your branches are all messy. Your trunk is ugly." One day, a great storm came. Strong winds uprooted all the straight and beautiful trees, but the crooked, twisted tree remained standing. Why? Because its weakness had become its strength. Its crooked shape had diverted the wind's path. The same happens in our lives. The thing that makes you different is your strength. Are you shy? Then you're a great listener. Do you learn slowly? Then your understanding is deeper. If you're fighting your weaknesses, stop for a moment. Maybe they're your superpowers. Because what the world calls a flaw might just be your special gift. But what will happen when your greatest defeat turns out to be your greatest victory? Have you ever lost so many times that winning started to feel meaningless? Then this story will give you the strength to stand up again. There was a little bird who, every morning, decorated her nest with fresh flowers. One day, a terrible storm destroyed her nest. The flowers scattered, the twigs broke. The bird built it again. The next day, a monkey ruined the entire nest. The bird built it again. On the third day, the rain washed everything away. A big bird sitting on the branch of a nearby tree mocked her. "Why are you working so hard? One day it will be destroyed again anyway." The little bird gave a reply that became history. "Every time it breaks, I'm learning how to build a new nest. Next time, I'll make it even stronger." And then, a day came when even the storm couldn't shake her nest. Because every loss brings you one step closer to victory. As long as you don't stop getting back up after you fall. But what will happen when your greatest success turns out to be your greatest mistake? Success might be blinding you. Once, a king made his kingdom so prosperous that his people began calling him the sun. One day, he had a huge mirror placed in front of his palace so that everyone could see his brilliance. Slowly, he became so busy looking into that mirror that he didn't attend his son's birthday. He didn't wake up even when the farmer's crops failed. He forgot his oldest friend. One morning, he looked into the mirror and was shocked. His reflection now showed only an empty golden statue. At that moment, a sage said, "Your Majesty, your success has trapped you inside this mirror. The real brilliance is out there." And he pointed towards the window, where the king's people were waiting for him. The king's eyes opened. That day he broke the mirror and devoted all his attention to his people. And then, his true reflection began to appear in every home, in the hearts of his people. This story series teaches us a golden mantra of life. Grow the goodness within, learn from obstacles, embrace your weaknesses, don't fear defeat, and even in success, stay human. Now it's your turn. What did you learn from this entire story series? Comment below and tell us. Which story touched you the most? Which lesson will you start applying in your life from today? And yes, If you like these videos, then like, so that such inspiring stories reach more people. Press the bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Share with those friends/family who need this kind of inspiration today. Here's what I learned today. Write it in the comments and tell us. Your story could change someone's life. Thank you for watching. It's only with your support that stories like these will continue to be made.